Alright YouTube, so Obsidian Entertainment is working on a new RPG with Cain and Leonard Boyarsky, the creators of Fallout. So is this Fallout New Vegas 2? Alright, so obviously it is not actually Fallout New Vegas 2. That was kind of a joke that's always like, oh my god, are they going to make another Fallout? And for some reason people want a sequel to New Vegas. Not that I wouldn't play it, it just seems kind of odd. I'd rather there be a new game in the series, I suppose. Take-Two now has a new label called Private Division that's going to help smaller companies and indie companies develop their games so they get to a wider audience, which is pretty goddamn cool. So they're working with Obsidian, and Obsidian brought in the creators of Fallout to work on a new RPG, so this is pretty good news. Take-Two Interactive Software has announced today the formation of their Private Division label, which will publish, among other titles, the next Obsidian Entertainment RPG. The Private Division label will publish titles developed by top independent developers, giving them the support they need to make their titles commercially successful on a global scale. And right here we have a quote from Take-Two that says, Private Division will publish several upcoming titles based on new IP from renowned industry creative talent, including the previously announced Ancestors of the Humankind Odyssey, from Panache Digital Games, I don't know how to say that, a studio led by the creator of the Assassin's Creed franchise, Patrice something. And his names, man. An unannounced RPG currently codenamed Project White from The Outsiders, a studio founded by ex-DICE developers David Goldfarb and Ben Cousins. An unannounced RPG from Obsidian Entertainment led by Cain and Leonard Boyarsky, co-creators of Fallout. And an unannounced sci-fi first-person shooter from V1 Interactive, a studio founded by Halo co-creator Marcus Leto. Additionally, Private Division is the publisher for Kerbal Space Program, which Take-Two acquired in May 2017. I don't know what the fuck that is. So a lot of info in that quote, but the main thing we're worried about is Obsidian. The other games might be great too, but we're not focused on those right now. But at the beginning of that quote, it does say that they are working on new IPs, which means it's obviously not going to be another Fallout, not that anybody really thought it was. And it means that it's not really going to be like a sequel to any of the other games Obsidian's already made. It's going to be a completely new IP working with the former creators of Fallout. Obsidian Entertainment's next RPG to be published by Private Division promises to be huge, as it is being developed by the original Fallout creators Cain and Leonard Boyarsky. More on the project will be revealed at a later date, but Cain notes how players will love their new game if they love reactive worlds and their typical style of humor. So right there, it sounds like, of course, it's going to be funny. I don't know if they're referencing maybe the Fallout series, because like Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 1 and 2 had a lot of good funny stuff. The Fallout series generally does. You look at something like the South Park, because they make the South Park Stick of Truth and Fractured But Whole. Obviously, South Park games are going to have a lot of comedy in them. I don't know how much they influence that. I feel like the creators of South Park would influence that a little more. But there is comedy in their games. I haven't played all their games, but the ones I played, there is some funny shit. Cain also mentions a reactive world, which I guess means like your choices matter, like the world reacts to you, so whatever you do influences the world type of thing. So that sounds like a game where choices will matter, similar to something like a Fallout game. My hope for this, because we don't know anything about this right now, my hope for this is that it is an open world, like first person or third person game. That's what I want from this, because we've seen what they could do with Fallout New Vegas. A really great RPG, the best in the Fallout series to some people. I want to see what they can do with an actual open world RPG, first person, third person, with enough time to actually develop it and put everything they want into the game, things like that. I want to see what they can do with that. I don't want like a top-down isometric game. And I'm not trying to shit on the original Fallout games or Pillars of Eternity or Tyranny, some of these other games that they've made. I just want something a little bit different. Those games, I just can't get as invested in those games. That's just me personally. Maybe you guys are different. Maybe you guys would be fine with them making another top-down isometric game. That's perfectly fine. Me personally would like an open world game. I also don't want something like the South Park games. Those are good RPGs and they're good in their own category of whatever you'd categorize that game as. I just want like an open world. I just want to see what they can do with that. And another little bit of info that we got about the new RPG they're working on is that it's not going to have any microtransactions or loot crates or whatever of any kind. Mikey Dowling put out a tweet yesterday from the Obsidian account with him, Cain, and Leonard Boyarsky talking about this.
Hello everyone, I'm Mikey Dowling, the PR manager here at Obsidian Entertainment, and I'm here with Leonard Boyarsky and Cain to ask them a very important question that you have been asking us since yesterday. So Leonard, are we going to have microtransactions in the game?
Nope.
And Tim, how about loot crates?
Nope.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
So that's pretty good, I guess. I don't really know how, I guess it depends on the style of RPG. I don't really know how you do loot crates or microtransactions really anyways, but at least that's a positive for the game that they're developing. Unless maybe, and this is me putting on the tinfoil hat, maybe that's kind of a hint at this game having a multiplayer aspect to it, because that's really where you see like the microtransactions and loot crates, to the best of my knowledge, are only in multiplayer games. There might be some single player ones out there I'm not thinking of, but maybe that's what that means. Who knows? Also, did it bother anybody else that they were standing in front of a window that has Fallout New Vegas on it? That just bothers me, man. Like, you know they do that shit intentionally just to rile up the fucking fans. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know your thoughts below. What do you think this RPG is going to be? What are your hopes for it? Do you think it's going to be an open world type of game? First person, third person, top down isometric? That's kind of what they've been doing recently. Again, my hopes are for an open world game where your choices matter. That's the type of games I like. Open world is my genre. It's my preferred genre. Get your money's worth that way. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @the-david. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even